The Prince and Princess of Wales, as we all know, are constantly surrounded by a meticulous and well-organized security detail, an essential and non-negotiable aspect of modern royal life. This security is designed not only to protect them but to ensure that their official engagements can proceed smoothly and safely. Such a high level of protection is a necessary part of their daily lives, a reflection of the immense public interest, the weight of their roles, and the global spotlight they constantly face. However, in the midst of this highly structured and protected life, a remarkable story from their 2016 tour of India has recently come to light, revealing a stunning instance where the couple made a bold, and potentially dangerous, decision that defied expectations and royal protocol. This is a story that sheds new light on the couple's character, their deep commitment to human connection, and their willingness to step beyond the confines of their royal duties to make a genuine difference. During their 2016 tour, the Prince and Princess of Wales planned a visit to a shelter for vulnerable, homeless children, run by the Salam Balak Trust. This shelter is located near the chaotic and bustling New Delhi railway station, one of the most crowded and hectic places in the city. The trust itself does vital work, helping children who are at risk of abuse, exploitation, and neglect, offering them a safe space to heal, learn, and grow. But there was a twist to the visit, one that involved a decision that would leave a lasting impression on all involved and that showed the true spirit of the royal couple. Sanjay Roy, the co-founder of the Salam Balak Trust, recently revealed a surprising turn of events that occurred in the lead-up to their visit. It was revealed that, days before their scheduled visit, the royal couple's aides made an unexpected call. The couple had made a surprising request. They wanted to visit the shelter without their usual security detail. Their rationale was simple but profound. They wanted to ensure that their visit felt authentic and human, not overshadowed by the intimidating presence of security guards. They wanted to truly engage with the children, without the barrier that the royal entourage often creates, hoping to connect with them on a personal level. But this request, as understandable as it may have seemed to William and Catherine, posed significant concerns for the trust staff, who were deeply worried about the safety of the royals. Sanjay Roy, concerned about the potential risks of this decision, tried to cancel the visit altogether. In his own words, he recalled telling the royal aides, "No can do, it's too dangerous. Just don't come." His message was clear: the dangers in the area were too high, and the risks too great to allow the royal family to proceed without security. But William and Catherine were resolute. They would not be dissuaded. Their response was simple but firm: "No, we really want to come." This was not an act of recklessness, but a reflection of their deep-seated belief in the importance of making a genuine connection with the children. It wasn't about photo opportunities, royal symbolism, or ceremonial duty. Their visit was about human connection, authentic and unguarded. Despite the warnings, the couple was determined that their engagement should be about the children, not about themselves. They wanted the children to feel safe, to feel valued, and most importantly, to feel that their visit was about them, not about creating a spectacle. And so, despite the risks, William and Catherine proceeded as planned. They arrived at the shelter, not in an entourage of security personnel, but quietly and respectfully. Rather than staying distant, they chose to sit on the floor, joining the children in an art lesson and playing games. It was a gesture that made the royal couple feel much more accessible and human in the eyes of the children. For the children at the shelter, this wasn't a grand, staged royal visit. It was an opportunity to simply engage with the Prince and Princess of Wales as people, not as royalty. It was a moment of shared humanity, of connection, and of joy. To further minimize any divide between themselves and the children they were visiting, Catherine made a particularly thoughtful choice in her attire. Rather than wearing a high-end designer outfit, as is often expected for royal engagements, the Princess of Wales wore a £50 dress from a high-street brand. This wasn't a mere fashion choice, it was a deliberate attempt to reduce the distance between herself and the children. By wearing something affordable and accessible, Catherine ensured that the focus would remain on the children and the meaningful interaction, rather than the usual royal glamour that so often takes center stage. It was an incredibly thoughtful gesture that allowed her to connect on a more personal level, showing that even as a member of the royal family, she valued humility and connection over spectacle. The impact of this decision was far-reaching. As Sanjay Roy recalled, the royal couple was so wonderfully respectful during their visit. There was no circus, no frenzy, and no media spectacle, just a quiet and meaningful engagement. For the children at the shelter, this visit left a lasting positive impression, one that went beyond the usual royal engagement and focused solely on human connection. Catherine and William's visit wasn't about the royals' presence or grandeur, it was about the children and their stories, their lives, and their futures. This newly revealed story offers a powerful insight into the values that have shaped the Prince and Princess of Wales from the very beginning of their public lives. The couple's decision to ignore a serious warning about potential danger in order to make a genuine and human connection with the children reveals their true character. It shows that, for them, the work they do is not just about appearances or fulfilling royal duties, it's about making a real, tangible difference in the lives of those they meet, especially the most vulnerable. In an era where public figures are often reduced to symbols or facades, William and Catherine's decision to break protocol and ignore the risks in order to engage with the children in an authentic way speaks volumes about their commitment to creating positive change. They refused to let security concerns overshadow the importance of connecting with the children on a personal level, choosing to engage with them as equals, not as figures above them. Their choice to take such a personal risk for the sake of a more genuine experience is a rare glimpse behind the polished royal facade. It's a story that transcends royal duty and reminds us of the fundamental human values that drive the couple. William and Catherine's commitment to creating a space where others can feel heard, valued, and respected is a powerful example of how royalty can use its platform to create meaningful, lasting impact. They're not just symbols of tradition, they're leaders with a deep sense of responsibility and empathy. This incident in India isn't the only example of the Prince and Princess of Wales showing their commitment to authenticity and human connection. Over the years, the couple has repeatedly demonstrated that they are willing to step beyond the typical royal protocols and engage with people on a deeply personal level, choosing to make real, meaningful connections rather than just fulfilling ceremonial duties. It's this authenticity, this willingness to go the extra mile, that has endeared them to the public and earned them admiration both at home and abroad. In a world that often feels increasingly disconnected, this story of William and Catherine's visit to the Salam Balak Trust serves as a reminder that real connection is possible, even in the most unlikely of places. And, perhaps most importantly, it underscores the idea that the greatest impact we can have is not through grand gestures, but through simple acts of humanity, empathy, and respect.